Look at this guy. I got another flower pot. You want to know what happened to my last flower pot? What's up guys, I'm gonna do a video about how I do water changes for my Fluval 13.5 Evo tank. Just for, you know, people who, I don't know, maybe they're new, they don't know where to start, how to begin, how to end, all the stuff in the middle, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna show how I do it. I'm sorry, pollen is everywhere and I'm sniffling. Anyways, yeah, if your bio load is low, obviously, then you're good to go on water changes and you can do it monthly. But when coral come in, you really want to reestablish the elements in the water for the coral that the coral uses up, and reestablish that with water changes so the coral are healthy, happy, and have good water chemistry. Look at this guy. I got another flower pot. You want to know what happened to my last flower pot? Oh my god. But I mean, the difference this time is that I have this beautiful new light. This is the AI Prime 16 HD. It's about like 200 bucks. It's a great light. It comes like with a cooling fan and everything, way better than the Fluval Marine Nano light that I had on it. This so far has been doing all right. You might say, hey, it's bleaching, but I mean, it looks like it's gaining color, guys, okay? And it's been like this for about a month, so I think we're good. I think I might be good, especially now that I have this light. I don't know what that is. I still have a feather duster on a snail. Still got this guy, and he's kind of freaking me out. He's getting like these white streaks now, which is, I don't think that's a good thing. Clownfish are like doing whatever like they usually do. The bird's nest is it's back. It's definitely back. Oh God, I have too much bristleworms. If you didn't know what those are bristleworms, and they're perfectly fine. And it's not necessarily bad to have a lot of them, but if you have a lot of them, that kind of means that there's excess nutrients in your tank, and that might be an issue, or it might not be. So far, I mean, they're cleaning up everything for me, so it's fine. It's whatever. Come on, do you need to? Stop! She's literally such a jerk! Why are you doing this? You're just... whatever. You're ruining the video. I think I'm gonna move the alvopore back up onto this little rock area that I had it on, but it kept falling off, so I just like put it on the sand. But you know, now I'm gonna put it back on the rock and hopefully it doesn't fall again. Yeah. You're still not done, are you? Anyways, you were such a jerk. So first off, how big of a water change do you do? Because I think the most you should do is maybe 30%. You don't want to do too big of a water change, or you're going to cause too much of a swing in the chemistry and just things will get stressed out and maybe die. And I don't think you want that. I'm going to do a 2-gallon water change. I used to use pre-mixed water, but I had a whole story about that and that sucked. So yeah, I have 2 gallons that I mixed up with some reef salt. It's pretty much just a cheaper solution than buying pre-mixed salt water from a local fish store. It's way cheaper, trust me, it's way cheaper. But you're gonna have to buy all the, extra stuff like a refractometer. You're gonna want a refractometer versus like those what is it? The swing arm hydrometers. Their refractometers are just more accurate and you're better off with them. Even though it's a little more tedious and annoying, but you can get through it, I believe you. So anyways, what do we do first? Well, if you have your salt water ready, then that's step 1, right? Step 2, I would turn off your protein skimmer if you have one. Turn off your ATO. You can unplug it or whatever, press the button. I don't know how your ATO works. Jeez, dude. And then you want to turn off that pump on this Fluval, the pump back there that pushes out the water there. Okay, I got dogs barking. That's exactly what I wanted today. You don't even realize there's so many appliances for one little tank. It's insane. ATO is off, skimmer is off. Awesome, right? So first thing I would do is just clean this thing because it's so unsightly. It's the first thing I want to get rid of. Me. You see how yellow that is? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna go wash this out in the sink real quick. So yeah, we've washed this little thingy out. Put that little thingy back in. What we can do now is clean the glass, maybe. If you would like clean glass. So you've cleaned the glass, right? And then you have overexposure, right? Yeah. And you fix it by tapping on the screen. Grab some water. Oh, not too much. Just pretty clean. I'm gonna like set it there and scare you because it probably will fall. And I'm going to take this carbon out and place it there. There's nothing wrong with the carbon. We're gonna set that aside. So basically what I said that you couldn't even see because I'm special is in the middle chamber I had a bag of carbon in there and I took that out, and you should have a sponge that came with the Fluval that goes in this chamber, and if you're still using that, then, which you should, I mean it's good for filtration and stuff, you will take that out and pretty much clean it under this water. So what you want to do is, I have a bucket for this, obviously. You're going to take water out. Oh god. Now we're going to take this out. Yeah, it has this thing. You can pull it out. Dump it in there. Awesome. And I should probably turn the light on so you can actually see. What you finna do is get your hands dirty. That's what you finna do. You're basically gonna squeeze it and shake it in this water. You don't want to do it in tap water or anything because of course you're going to kill beneficial bacteria that has lived on here. But you need to also clean it out because there's like fish poop and old food and things like that that get caught in the sponge. Now here's the thing you probably don't hear about when talking about this Fluval tank. So you see that hole right there? That's in line with the middle chamber, right? The thing is, I have little things. I have sexy shrimp and I have candy cane pistol shrimps that literally have gone into the sump because they hate me and they hate everything I do. So you put your little plastic bracket on. So because of that hole, what you want to do, if you have little things, obviously, then you want to do this. They want you to put it in like this. But if you want to block up that hole because you have little things, you just turn it like that. And you're going to have to kind of squeeze it, but it's fine because it's a sponge and it can form to your will. Put the carbon back in because there's nothing wrong with this carbon. Oh, well, actually, it's kind of dirty. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. So I'm just going to, like a tea bag. Just do that, like a tea bag. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good to me. Just put that back in my middle chamber. But you can be more simple with this stuff. I know there's like really cool videos of guys who like don't do water changes ever and just top it off. But I mean, those are old systems. Like I think this one guy that I'm thinking about, I think his system's like 20 years old, but it's also a small tank as well. And he does not do water changes. So yeah, maybe I should get out the rubber band that somehow got in this place. So basically all you're gonna want to do now is just gravel vac. And obviously if you have fine sand, don't do that, but if you have sand like mine that's more grainy, you can get away with this, but you need a technique. Okay, I'll show you the technique. All right, so what I have is nothing that fancy. It's just, you know, typical siphon that you can get for cheap. Clownfish are upset as usual. So we're going to pulse. So what you want to do, because you can't literally just stick this in the sand, you're going to want to take this. Oh my god, this is so hard. A disaster is gonna happen. You want to take this and bend it like this, right? I think you can see that. You're gonna want to bend it like this, and you can control the flow, basically how strong the flow is. So if I stick this down in here, I can release a little, maybe a lot more than I am. See, you can see it slowly starting to come up, all that debris. And you can release a little more, but then if it starts getting up to the top, you want to close that off, shake it a little bit, and yeah, it's about as easy as 1, 2, 3. Let me put this siphon back on my rack. No, not that rack, not that type of rack. What do you get when you put clownfish in a tank and then you stick your hands in, then they bite it and get mad? The fire clowns in my dad's tank are the same way too. Oh my god, guys. Bristleworms, go off. You kind of want to, apparently you want to avoid touching these. I've always been touching them, but apparently once they get kind of big, it hurts with their little spikies, and it'll stab you, but it's like, it's not gonna kill you though, so it's whatever. So, ooh, it's still kind of not stable. This is kind of okay for now. The only reason it ever freaking falls is because of the hermit crabs. Or, I mean, even the snails. The snails aren't free from punishment either. So I'm just gonna put you over there. I kinda... Jeez, it's so white. Dude, please. Every like and subscribe gets me closer to getting better equipment, so I don't want to cry every time I try to do this stuff. I'm gonna move you more in the middle over here. Yeah, you guys are kind of close to each other again. That defeats the purpose, but there's no way you're gonna reach out specifically to each other, right? No, that's fine. That looks good to me. They didn't even bite me this time, which is like, you don't understand how lucky I am to not get bit. Okay, so basically you've pretty much done everything you need to do. I mean, as far as I can think of, this is just the way I do it. So it doesn't mean that's the way you have to do it. And honestly, you should get multiple sources of information for this type of stuff, because saltwater still is pretty... People don't always know what they're talking about, is what I'm trying to say. Even though they might sound like they know what they're talking about. Like for... Oh my god, did you see that?
Even though they might sound like they know what they're talking about. Like for... Oh my god, did you see that?
I don't know if that's like egg-laying behavior or what. But yeah. What I'm gonna do is pour the salt water in these beakers. Because if you directly do that, you're seriously going to disturb the atmosphere. And I mean, I don't think you really want to do that, which you really shouldn't. You don't want to whiplash your corals. Or, let's see. You don't want to disturb your... Is that more rubber band? I swear to God. That's another rubber band. And I think I know what it's from. But like, why now, you know? My old protein skimmer, it was so scuffed because it wasn't made for this exactly, so we had to like, and it was weird. I can't remember exactly why we did it, but it was weird. It was like breaking apart, so we had to use these a crap ton of rubber bands and wrap it around the protein skimmer to get it to like stay shut. And I think this is, and I'm not talking about this protein skimmer, this is the Fluval one. And that one, that old one I had, did not last long, honestly. Oh wait, no, don't put that in the bucket, put that there. Okay. Oh, and also while you're doing this, okay, doggo, go, Barco. So after you've gotten the water level up high enough that you can, know that if you turn on that pump, the pump in here, in this chamber, that it's not gonna like dry out, the pump is gonna get exposed. I'm not good with words. The pump is not gonna get exposed and you're gonna break it. Okay, so you wanna do this because then, obviously when you do this, this water goes down. You don't want to turn on your protein skimmer yet because it's obviously the water level is still going to be too low, and this is going down. So I need to hurry up and add more water. And then you want to take a pause, let the water level go down, and okay, plugged. That beeping is the sound of the ATO being on. So yeah, plugged back in the ATO, the skimmer's running, the pumps are running, everything's back to normal. I'm suspecting that the anemone up in the top left corner is going to split soon, because this is what she does when she starts moving around, then she just ends up splitting, and it's like, okay, whatever, don't know what I'm gonna do with 3 rose bubble tip anemones. Yeah, that's basically it. Now you just need to discard your old water in the toilet and forget about it. Everybody's upset, but that's what happens when you do a water change. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm thinking about doing a marine nano fluval light versus AI prime video, because I think I have a lot of insight I could share with the world. And yeah, leave a like, that really helps. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. I hope you like staring at this anemone. And I'll see you next time.